Flosstube, welcome to this special edition of Creative Whim Studio where I show my new releases for the Needlework Expo. I'm so glad to be at this point. As all designers are, everything is ready to share, and that's super exciting, super exciting. So thank you so much for joining me today. I want to start out by saying thank you. Thank you to everyone who watches my channel for purchasing my designs. It's like a dream come true. It really is. I couldn't be in a better business, in a better community than this one. So I am truly grateful for all of you. Also, I want to start out by saying I don't have any new punch needle. Yeah, it's a sad day. I think this is the first time I've had a release without punch needle. Anyways, I need to rectify that, but let's move on and not get too down about that. I do plan on continuing to design punch needle. It's just been an insanely busy summer, and it's just not happening for me right now. But anyway, let's get into what I do have ready for you. So I also want to start out by saying today is Saturday, August 13th. I'm hoping to edit this video and get it up today, but we have a commitment. Teeny likes to be involved in my videos. We have a prior commitment that we need to go to around 7 o'clock, and it's already 4, and I'm just doing the video. So I don't know. We'll see. If it doesn't go up today, I will get it up Monday for sure. Also, the day the video goes up is also the day that the mass email will go out to all of the shops. They will have all of the information to order. They will be able to pre-order. However, nothing will ship until after Needlework Expo. And then those shops who order at Needlework Expo, those orders ship first. And then any pre-orders will ship next. So I'm encouraging shops to please attend the Needlework Expo. Come and see me in my booth. Place your order live stream, I guess you would say. Face-to-face at Needlework Expo. It is a virtual show. So if you come and see me in my booth at Needlework Expo, your order will ship first. Then people who place orders through Needlework Expo but didn't get a chance to come and see me in the booth, then those orders will go out next. And then after that, we will go in order of first come, first serve, whoever placed pre-orders. That's how that's gonna go. So anyway, in case any shops are watching, I just wanted to give that a little attention. So, all right, let's get started. The first thing I want to show you is the only like everyday type of theme I have going in this release. So I want to share with you in our home. In our home is a sampler that I designed for the Silver Needle Retreat July of 2021. So here it is, beautifully framed by Paula at Craft Gallery in Findlay, Ohio. So let's just get a little zoom in. So like July of last year, this was the retreat piece for the Silver Needle Retreat. So it's been a year, so now I'm releasing it. My favorite part about this sampler are all of those animals at the bottom. That goat just cracks me up. That black bird, that turkey, I just love them all. They're so quirky and fun. So this is a beautiful piece to have on display in your home. obviously the name in your home. But I just love what it says, and yeah, we all could use blessings, correct? And then bless all those who step inside, for sure. And I love the border, I love the colors, I love the moth. Okay, I love everything. I love the frame that Paula chose. Well, so what happens is when I send my piece to Paula at Craft Gallery, she then has the corner pieces, and so she'll pick out the ones she thinks looks best, and she'll give me 3 or 4 options, and then I decide from there. So it's kind of fun that way, because I really don't know what it's going to look like until I pick it up. So that's exciting, because it's like I'm excited to go see it. Where if I actually went there and picked out the frame, I would know exactly what it was going to look like, so there'd be no surprise. However, that can also be a little unnerving, because what if the surprise was not a surprise I was excited about? But I'm telling you what, anything that Paula picks out is going to be fine. It's just like whittling it down from, you know, the 4 best down to the one I think is the best. So no matter what I pick out of the 3 or 4 that she chooses, it's going to be great. So anyways, I'm done gushing over you, Paula. I'm going to give you all of the details on it. Well, let me just do it this way. Since that's so big, I'm going to lay it over here so that I can then show you what it's going to look like. This is what the pattern will look like. All of my new releases this time has my new logo on it, so I'm really excited about that. All right, I'm going to try to do this without the glare. I'm recording in a different area, because here to my right are my husband's drums, because he has nowhere to practice. He can't practice at the house because we have company. My mom and Jerry are still in town, and it's really, really loud. So he's down here practicing. Anyways, we have a little glare issue going on because of where I'm at this time. All right, so this is in our home, stitched 1/2 on 40 count linen. The fabric was XJuDesigns 40 count grandma's slip. The stitch count is 233 by 289. The finished size on 40 count is 11.5 by 14 inches. And there are classic colorworks and DMC used in this. And then the 2 classic colorworks, I give the DMC equivalent if you choose to go all that way. This was beautifully stitched by Cathy Lounsbury of Idaho. So Cathy mentioned, I can't remember exactly how this went, but I was like, oh, I got to get this thing stitched. Needlework Expo. Silver Needle Retreat's coming up, and I don't know, I can't remember how she contacted me, but she's like, I'll stitch it. So she stitched this in crazy record time. So impressive. Beautiful, beautiful stitching. So thank you so much, Cathy. You did a beautiful job. And she's one of my mainstay model stitchers now, and we also are friends, so that is really, really exciting. I love that. Okay, next I'm going to move into Christmas, because I have a lot of Halloween, so I want to save the biggest and best for last. Okay, I have 3 more star ornaments, guys. I love these little star ornaments so much. I think I have told you before that I have probably, I don't know, 20 or 30 of these sketched out. So this is something I plan to continue to design. Like I said, the sketches are done. I just have to chart them and get them sent out for stitching. So this one is titled Rudy. So let me read the deets on that while I'm holding it for you to look at. Okay, Rudy star ornament. The fabric that was used was 32 count onyx by Weeks Dye Works. The stitch count is 70 by 61. Stitch 2/2 on 32 count. The finished size is 4.5 by 4.25. All of them are the same size. This was stitched by Nathan Grogan and beautifully finished by Vonna Pfeiffer, of course, the the Twisted Stitcher. And we use Dames of the Needle Noir Mini Pom-Pom trim on this. So pretty. In the back, I just had some red homespun or red fabric. Maybe it's not homespun fabric, but then I had some ribbon. I usually send all the trims and fabrics to Vonna so that she doesn't have to worry about doing any of that. But oh my goodness, Nathan, you did a great job. It's so cute. Little Rudy. Okay, next we have Jingle Bells. Yeah, I gotta get my face out of there. God, why is this so hard? So hard for me to do. Of course, my husband chooses to mow the lawn while I'm trying to do a video. Okay, this is Jingle Bell Star Ornament. This was stitched again on 32 count Onyx by Weeks Dye Works, stitch 2/2. The same stitch count, 70 by 61, same finish size, 4.5 by 4.25 inches. Stitched again by Nathan Grogan, and of course finished by Vonna. I have not taken the plunge into finishing these star ornaments. Vonna does an amazing job, and I just let the pros do what they're so good at. So thank you, Nathan and Vonna, for finishing these beautiful things for me. And last but not least, we have Jolly Truck. Is that not cute? Look at that. Super cute. Again, Jolly Truck was stitched on, it was stitched 2/2 on 32 count linen, stitch count 70 by 61, finish size 4.5 by 4.25. This is Confederate Gray by Weeks Dye Works. Oh, by the way, these are all stitched in DMC floss. Again, stitched by Nathan Grogan and finished by Vonna. Super cute. Oh yeah, this was also finished with Dames of the Needle Noir Mini Pom-Pom. I think all three of them were. Alright, we're moving into Halloween, guys. Oh God, where to start? First we have Whimsy Witch's Angry House. Isn't that cute? So I have a line of designs called Whimsy Chicks. It's something I started, I don't even know how long ago, many years ago, sketching in my sketchbook. I have painted several of them, and I have back when I did that fundraiser in 2020 for the shops, they're only available as PDFs in my Etsy shop. They were never physical charts, but there's two. One is called Girl Boss, and I've seen them stitched. They're so cute. The other one is She Believed She Could, So She Did. There's also my fabric line, my Halloween Whimsy fabric line. Those are all my Whimsy Chicks, but they're all dressed up as little witches, and they're so cute and fun and playful and whimsical. So anyways, this is an ongoing theme with me, these cute little gals. So the reason that it's called Angry House is because look at that little house. He's got a face and he's angry. His little eyebrows tell the whole story. And the reason he is angry is because little Whimsy Witch and her cute little black kitty are going out trick-or-treating, leaving the house all alone by himself to deal with all the trick-or-treaters coming to the house. So that's why he's angry. This was finished using, I know it's Lady Dot Creates Jack. Lady Dot Creates Jack Mini Pom-Pom. And then this piece I bought in 2021 at Hobby Lobby. So it came like this. It's super cool. This grungy, chippy, painted pumpkin. And then it's got burlap around the edge. And then, who doesn't like raffia? And then it's got this tin leaf. I don't know. I just thought it was really cute. I'm like, oh my gosh, I have to buy this. I bought it last year. I didn't have anything to put on it. And then when I was going through all my stuff, all my finishing stuff, I was like, oh, this is perfect for it. So hopefully they have it again this year at Hobby Lobby. And if they do, this is the time to go and look and get it. Let me give you all the deets on that. So here's what the cover will look like. I didn't show the covers of those ornaments. Oopie day. Okay, this is Whimsy, which is Angry House, stitched 1/2 on 40 count linen. It was stitched on Platinum by Zweigart. The stitch count is 92 by 113. Finish size 4.5 by 6 inches. This was stitched by Jan Emmerich. Thank you, Jan. Beautiful, beautiful job. So that is the cover that you'll be looking for at your shop. Look at this cute one. I adore this one. This is called Tabby's Halloween. And I know a tabby cat is not a black cat, but her name is Tabby, so I could get away with it. Isn't she sweet? Look at her face. Okay. Look at her sweet little face. She's all decked out, ready to go trick-or-treating. Obviously, she's just getting started because her little pumpkin bucket is empty. I love the swirls in the sky and those black little stars. I just think she's sweet. So this is finished on an antique book, as you can see, so that you can open it kind of like this, and it will just stand on a shelf. This is using, the rickrack that's on here is Lady Dot Creates Jack. Doggone it. But, oh my goodness, look at her face. If you love kitty cats for Halloween, this is a must-have. I just think she's so sweet. Okay, Tabby's Halloween was stitched 1/2 on 40 count linen. The stitch count is 83 by 117. The finish size on 40 count is 4 by 5.5. This is mostly DMC, but there is 1 classic color work and 2 Weeks Dye Works, but I give the DMC equivalent. This was stitched by Gwen St. John. Thank you so much, Gwen. Beautiful stitching. Love, love, love it. Whimsy Witch's Angry House. Okay, that has all DMC, but there's 1 Weeks Dye Works Confederate Gray, and I give the DMC equivalent to that. So you're all set if you want to do that. Okay, guys. Now, oh, by the way, I have new glasses. I love these new glasses. My old glasses, just real quick, my old glasses on this lens, there's a big scratch right in the middle of the lens going this way, going vertical, right in the middle of my eye. So, and my prescription didn't change that much, so I'm wearing these when I go to church, or I'm going out, or I'm doing, you know, Flosstube or whatever, but on my day-to-day, I'm using my old ones because I just don't want anything to happen to these. I don't know. I don't know how they got that big scratch in them, but if I've done it once, I could do it again, and I really need to have at least 1 pair that's not scratched. Okay, so I am coming out with a Halloween book. The book is going to contain 11 designs. 6 of the designs are from Patreon. So 3 are from October 2020. That was when I launched my Patreon. And then the Halloween designs from 2021. There's 3 of them also. So 6 of them are from Patreon, but there's also 5 new in there as well. Now the book is out at the publisher right now. It's not going to ship until August 24th, like 4 days before Needlework Expo. So we're going to get them like right when Needlework Expo starts. And I just really pray that there's no issues, because I need to have them so that after Needlework Expo we can start shipping. So this is a printout that I just printed on my computer to make sure that the layout was correct. So I want to be able to show you the cover of how it will look. Obviously this is just cheap copy paper. The color isn't correct. It's not very vibrant, but I do want to just share what the cover will look like. The background here was a PDF download from an Etsy shop, and I asked her for permission to use it for the cover of my book, and she graciously said yes. So the Etsy shop, I just want to share this, is capital W, capital A for, I guess, Washington, and then Glacier, a capital G, L-A-C-I-E-R, and then capital G, R-A-P-H-I-C-S. So it's Washington Glacier Graphics, all one word, okay, on Etsy. So I'll have a link in the description box below if you want to go and check her out. But she has really cool vintage looking Halloween PDF downloads, and I mean, she probably has other vintage looking things, but I was specifically looking for something for my cover of this book. I just wanted something vintage because the Halloween sampler to me looks vintage. So I'm not going to show you page by page what is in this book. If I had the real book here, I might do that, but I don't have the real book. So just watch my Instagram, which will also be linked. I will link my Instagram below, because after this video goes on YouTube, I will be posting all of the photos that I have taken of the new releases on Instagram for Needlework Expo. So keep your eyes peeled there. This book is 20 pages. It's big. Just the Halloween sampler alone, oh god, I forget, it's like 6 pages or something like that. So yeah, this book is pretty big. And also I want to mention that the artwork in here, like here's the back. So wherever I could, wherever there was space, I added my artwork in there. So like this background candy corn, that was actually from a fabric line that I did many moons ago. I think it was for Boo Kitty, which was with South Sea Imports. So we're talking like probably 20 years ago. And then, excuse me, this is my artwork. And anyway, so wherever I could sneak in some art, I did. Also, I do not have all of the models here. The reason is because a lot of the Patreon members who stitched some of these things sent me photos of their fully finished pieces. So I will be inserting pictures on the screen for you to take a gander at. First up we have Spooky. Spooky was stitched by Jan Mower. This was a 2020 Patreon design. This is a DMC except for 1 Weeks Dye Works, which I give the equivalent, DMC equivalent. Spooky stitch count was 95 by 35. Then we have Black Cat Broom Company, stitched by Mendy Russell. Stitch count 71 by 131. Again, all DMC except for 1 Weeks Dye Works. Next we have Onward Black Kitty, stitched by Amy Leonard and finished and photographed by Needleworker's Delight in Metuchen, New Jersey. The stitch count is 139 by 80. That one is all DMC. Oh, I also want to mention that this entire book is in full color, all the charts. The next 3 are the 2021 Patreon Halloween designs. First we have The Good Witch, that was stitched by Patty McCarthy. The stitch count is 119 by 81. That one has Classic Colorworks Weeks Dye Works and DMC. This one is called Prim Witch. This was stitched by Candy Askins on 36 count 18th century Blackbird. She also did the fully finishing in this Perfillo. Remember when I said Perfillo in one of my floss tubes by accident? Well, that has stuck. And whenever I see a cute little pillow like this, it's a perfect pillow. So it's a Perfillo. The stitch count is 101 by 79. I did the staging and the photography in the book for her. She sent this to me, which was so generous of her. I will be sending that back soon. So just to show it on a different fabric, we have Prim Witch stitched by Lisa McHenrick on 36 count Cafe Mocha. This, she sent the piece to me and said I could keep it, which was like, what? I was blown away by her generosity. Lisa, that is so, so sweet. I am grateful. So grateful. And I finished it on an antique book using Lady Dot Creates Vintage Rick Rack. This book is the perfect green color, and I just love finishing on books because, as you can see, I have it standing on my hand and it can stand on a shelf. It's just perfect. It's great for displaying. So fun and cute. Love the little kitty in this one. This one does have some 3/4 stitches in it for her hands. In order to get her hands to look right, I had to use some fractional stitches. Do not be afraid of fractional stitches. Go to YouTube and type in fractional cross stitch, and there are several videos you can watch that will help you learn how to do them. I can do them, y'all. If I can do them, anyone can do them. But it just helps to make her hands look really, really cool. Next we have Two Vintage Cats by Daisy Tolson. I love these two pieces. So let's just look at them one at a time. Here's the first one. I will read the deets on this as you take a gander at that cute little kitty. This is Vintage Cat 1. So in the book, I say that you need 2 skeins of DMC 310. That's to do both of the cats. It's stitched on 32 count Weeks Dye Works Tiger's Eye. The stitch count for this one is 61 by 121. They are not the exact same size, which, shame on me. I wish I would have made them the same size. As you can see, this one is a little bit wider, this one's a little bit taller. So if you wanted to stitch them side by side and then finish them as one piece, it's absolutely fine and it would work out fine, you know. But I chose to do them separately. Also, this is finished with Lady Dot Creates, I can't remember what she calls her black, but it's Lady Dot Creates Mini Pom Pom. Okay, so then Vintage Cat number 2. Stitch count is 65 by 114. So the only Weeks Dye Works used was terracotta, but I give you the DMC equivalent. But look at their fun little faces. And they're both winking. This one was finished with Lady Dot Creates Jack Mini Pom Pom. I didn't give a close-up of his face. I feel like this is the boy because of the bow tie. And he's winking, and I feel like this is the girl. She looks more feminine, so. Thank you, Daisy. I love these. She did such a beautiful job. So this is on, what did I say, 32 count? So if you wanted them smaller, if you like stitching on 40, they would be quite a bit smaller. This is one of my favorites. I don't know, I say that about all of them, but I love the saying. This saying is actually from an antique postcard that I found on Pinterest. So the saying goes, pumpkins fat and witches lean, coal black cats with eyes of green, all the mystery can be seen on the night of Halloween. My absolute favorite thing about this are the ghosts. I love that they have on top hats. I love that they're holding like dried up black-eyed Susans. I love that little pumpkin. I think he's so cute. That little cat cracks me up. That little witch, her little cute figure. Yep, pumpkin's fat and witches lean. So the name of this one is called Witches Lean. And this frame, oh, I bought this frame for something else actually, from pictureframe.com, and then it didn't work for what I was going to use, so I ended up using it for this because it's absolutely perfect for this piece. So I'm going to read the details for you now. The stitch count, oh, I'm sorry, this was also stitched by Daisy Tolson on 40 count Picture This Plus fawn. Stitch count 141 by 98. This one uses all DMC except for one Weeks Dye Works Onyx, which obviously you could use 310 DMC. Look at the witch! I just think it's really fun, the little characters. So this is basically a continuation of the postcard, the vintage postcard line that I'm doing, where all of the other ones were made into pillows by Vonna. And I was going to send this out to be made into a pillow, and I kind of ran out of time, and then I found this frame and I was like, okay, this one is just going to be framed. Okay, the next two pieces I'm going to share with you that are in the Halloween book. By the way, the Halloween book, I don't think you even said. The name of it is Hello Halloween. I don't think I mentioned that. So there are two pieces that are not stitched, but they just had to go in this book. The first one is called Hello Moon. Now, since they weren't stitched, these are computer generated images that I photoshopped orange frames on. So these next two are just completely photoshopped images. The first one is Hello Moon. That one is stitched in all DMC, one Classic Colorworks, which I give the DMC equivalent. The stitch count is 127 by 59. Then we have Witchy Stardust. Witchy Stardust stitch count is 135 by 69, so on a 32 count linen it would be 8.5 by 4 3/4, and it uses the same color palette as the first little witch. The thing I absolutely love about this design are those cats down below. Oh my gosh, they're so fun and whimsical. I just love them. Last but not least, I know you all have seen this in previous videos. The stitched piece was given to me by Cathy Lounsbury at Farm Girl Gatherings in the fall. I'm sorry, in the spring. In May, Cathy brought it to the Farm Girl Gatherings and gave it to me, and we pinned it to some foam core just so that we could display it. And I also showed it on my Farm Girl Gatherings like retreat recap video. But you haven't seen it framed. So it's beautifully framed by, of course, Paula from the Craft Gallery. And we picked out this perfectly grungy frame. It couldn't be any more perfect. It's grungy. So it looks old, and to me, this piece just screams vintage anyways, so that frame is just perfect. It's not anything fancy. I love this piece. Cathy, she's an amazing stitcher, and she's really quick too. Look at all that detail. Now, when I originally designed this was a Patreon design for 2021. I think it was for tier 3 and 4. It might have been just tier 4. I'm not sure. I think it was 3 and 4. This Halloween piece was full coverage. There was orange and different shades of orange and yellow going all around and filling that. Well, the more I looked at it, the more, and I talked to Cathy about it, and I said, don't you think that that being full coverage, it separated this, it was like this and then the solid piece and then this, and it separated the design, and I wasn't super crazy about it. So we decided to leave all of that stitching out going around the Halloween. So in the book, what you see is what you get, okay? If you like the full coverage stitching, then you would have to be a Patreon member, and you can buy those past Patreon charts and you will get it with the full coverage back there. But anyways, I don't think it needs it. I absolutely love how fun this piece is. I'm going to go slowly so that you can see all of the detail. There are so many characters in here that you could make smalls with. Like, to me, this little couple here would be the cutest little pillow. This guy with the bird on top, this would be super cute as drums. I mean, this whole piece could be a drum. This piece could be a drum. You know, I just think there's this band of witches. That could be a drum. And then down here at the bottom, that could be a drum as well. I love the haunted house. My first time doing a haunted house with the ginormous cat, the little fence. In the border are their cats, and then flowers. And there's pumpkins in the corners. Just a fun, whimsical Halloween piece. Not scary Halloween. Fun, right, Colleen? Fun, whimsical Halloween. So there it is in all of its glory to have this frame. We just picked this up today, Kevin and I. So Paula and Carlton and Patty, and I think, was it Beth, went to Riverview Stitching. It is a new shop that opened in February in Monroe, Michigan, and it is owned by RETM Designs, and I did not put that together. I did not realize that. Somehow I just didn't. So I could not find the time to go down to Findlay. Findlay is like a little over 2.5 hours. And of course, if I go to Findlay, I have to then go to Jeffrey's, and that's another 2-hour visit because Jeffrey's Antiques is incredible. Anyway, I just couldn't find a time that it would work. And so they were all heading to Monroe, Michigan. And she said, well, Patty had the idea, well, we could drop that sampler off because that's a lot closer for Teresa to go pick it up. It's like 45 minutes closer to us. So today, Kevin and I went down there and picked it up, and that's why I'm doing my video today. So yeah. So anyway, it was so nice. I felt like I'd never met Ari. I'm sure I did. She said we've met at Needlework Expo because last year was her, not last year, earlier this year in March, was her first time going there as a shop owner. So she came in and, you know, ordered from us and everything. Well, I didn't put Riverview Stitching together with RETM. I didn't realize that was the same person. So anyways, and Nashville's so busy. There's so many, you know, shop owners coming in, and some of them are new faces, and some of them, you know, you've gotten to know over the years. So anyways, I felt so silly that I didn't put that together. So I asked her if I could do a video of her shop, and she said yes, and I said I would show it on Flosstube, and she has her models everywhere in there. It's beautiful. She carries DMC, Weeks Dye Works, Classic Color Works, Valdani. She's going to be carrying, is it Cosmo? That doesn't sound right. And oh god, another one. Like, she has floss for days, and you know, linen and beading and all the things, and she has not just her patterns, she has my patterns. You know, you'll see in the video, my next Flosstube video, I will share that with you. But yeah, so Monroe, Michigan, there's nowhere in the area, the southern half of Michigan, it's like there's Stitches and Things in Fenton, and then now there's her in Monroe, and then there is Craft Gallery in Findlay, Ohio. So like the lower half of Michigan, you know, there's not a lot of shops. So she has done a really good thing by opening a shop, and it's in an old church. It's just super cool. So I'm excited to share that video with you. But it was so nice to meet her. It was so wonderful of her to babysit this little piece until I could get down there and pick it up and bring it home where it belongs. Okay, I have a confession to make. I made a really bad error in this book, and I'm really upset with myself. Kevin and I, it's a two-man show here. So all of the things we do, it's Kevin and I doing it, and it's really quite a lot. And I forgot to put on in the book for the Halloween sampler, I forgot to say what it was stitched on. So I'm going to tell you here. I'm going to put it on my website, and when I email all of the shops, I'm going to add this information in that I forgot to put, okay? It was stitched on 36 count old linen by XJuDesigns. XJuDesigns, I'm not sure how to say it, to be honest. So I'm going to also put that up here. I'll put it in the description box below. The other thing I forgot to say, basically all of the designs in this book uses just one skein of floss per color, okay? Except for the vintage cats, which I already mentioned, it takes 2 DMC 310 to do both of those cats on 32 count linen. All right, the other thing I forgot to mention is that you will need 2 skeins of Classic Colorworks Colonial Copper. You will also need 4 skeins of Weeks Dye Works Onyx. Those are really important details that I left out of this book. And I printed a bunch of these books. Now, if we ever reprint this book, the changes or the corrections will be made, but it's heart-wrenching. I know Stephanie Webb of Lindy Stitches feels the same way when it comes to a new release. Like, did I dot my I's and cross my T's? You know, you read it, you reread it. I mean, I go over this with a fine-tooth comb several times. And then also when the publisher sends me the proof, I go over it again. I don't even know what I was saying now, but anyways, if I ever have to reprint this book, I will have the corrections in it. So mistakes happen. Those are big mistakes though, and I'm just regretting it. Oh, it's so bad, but anyway, it happens. So what do you think, guys? What do you think? I'm super excited about these releases, and I'm excited about Needlework Expo. I cannot wait to chit chat with people online. It's gonna be so fun. So if you see something you like, see something you want, I'm also going to have them listed in the description box below so that you can you know, remember their names and stitch count and things like that. Also, I will have a link below where you can go on my website and look at stitch count, the floss colors, the linen color, everything that you need to order if you want to order everything at the same time from your shop. So call your stores, tell them what you want, and they can then pre-order from us. And again, we will be shipping after Needlework Expo. Needlework Expo is the last weekend of August, so we will start shipping the 1st of September, and you'll be able to do your fun Halloween stitches for this fall. So thank you for watching, and again, I'm just full of gratitude for all of you. I'm just grateful that you watch my videos and like my videos. I appreciate that. But you have just made my life amazing. You really have. And I love what I do. I absolutely love designing. I love stitching now too because of y'all, and it's really hard to find stitching time. I was stretched thin before, but boy, stitching takes a lot longer than punch needle, and it's hard to find time for all the things that I love to do. But anyways, it's all good stuff. So all right guys, don't forget, create every day. Bye.